all you people from Facebook, y'all know what Tea Talk is. Tea Talk used to be, you know what I'm saying, with me and Sister Charlotte Smith, you know what I'm saying, until we put Tea Talk on the back burner. But the spirit is moving right now. So, and I said, let me go ahead and do a lesson. And I guess I'll say, let me do a tea talk lesson, being that I done already did the daily bread. So this is a tea talk, and you people over on YouTube get a sneak at get a sneak peek at how we do tea talk over here. You get a sneak peek on how we do tea talk. You know, we usually for Facebook. Tea Talk is usually for Facebook, but it's over here. Make sure you guys hit them like buttons, hit those like buttons. You see what this Tea Talk is. This Tea Talk that we're doing is black people ruling Jerusalem. That's what this Tea Talk title is. Black people ruling Jerusalem. I know it's kind of sound far-fetched to a lot of you brothers and sisters because you guys only see what's before your face. But the Most High God says faith coming by hearing and hearing coming by the word of the Most High. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, people. Tap on that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Just stumble across this channel. If this is your first time here, tap on that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Don't forget, people, as you guys tune in, make sure you tap on that like button. Get us in those algorithms. Tap on those like buttons as you guys tune in here. Tap on those like buttons. Don't forget, we have a 24-hour prayer line number, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That prayer line number is 310-365-6816, 310-365-6816. This is your daily tea talk with your host, Pastor Michael Smith. And the title of this tea talk is Black People Ruling Jerusalem. I know it's kind of sad. It sounds kind of hard. It's hard for you to believe that, right? I know you like black people ruling Jerusalem. How is that possible with them Caucasians over there? Well, to man it is impossible, but to the Most High God it's possible. You understand? Yeah. Black people ruling Jerusalem. For all you people, you so-called black people, you are from the tribe of Judah. You are from the same tribe Christ Yeshua came from. Haitians, you from the tribe of Levi. Jamaicans, Trinidadians, you from the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans, you from the tribe of Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans, Guatemalans, Hondurans, El Salvadorians, you are from the tribe of Issachar. Native Americans, you are from the tribe of Gad. Now, without further ado, we're coming out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, people. Black people were ruling Jerusalem. We're coming out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and I guess we'll start at verse 10. We might be all over the place, but this is where the Spirit is leading me to start at, verse 10. You know what I'm saying? We might jump around like the house of pain. But we're going to start at verse 10. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10. First, let me see what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:24 p.m.
7:24. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 10.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:10 reads, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
The Lord smote thee. Alexa, what does S-M-O... Alexa, stop. Smote.
SMO is an
Alexa,
initialist.
stop. Smote. He scattered us. You know what I'm saying? He destroyed us. He said, in his wrath he smote thee. Let's see. Alexa, Isaiah 60 verse 10.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:10 reads, And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Yeah, mercy on us. You know what I'm saying? How did he smote us? Let's see. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 46.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:46 reads, And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
What shall be upon thee and upon thy seeds? You know what I'm saying? That's 46. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 45.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:45 reads, Moreover all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenedst not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
That is how the Lord smote us. When we went into the land of Canaan, we did just horribly. We started to practice the same thing the damn Canaanites were practicing. We started to worship the same gods that the Canaanites was worshiping. This is what we did. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord says, what? Alexa, Isaiah 60 verse 10.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:10 reads, And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
And now, how did the Lord smote us? Alexa, Deuteronomy 28. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. 28, yeah. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28, verse 45.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:45 reads, Moreover all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenedst not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
That's why the Most High God smote us. He smote us because when we went into that promised land, when we went into that promise, and when we went into the land of Canaan, when we went into the land that was flowing with milk and honey, you know what I'm saying? All we had to do was do right. And what did we do? We wanted to be African. We wanted to, you know what I'm saying, practice after the African culture instead of practicing after our culture. We have our own culture. We Israelites. We have our own culture. We have our own way. We have our own identity. We have our own morals. We have our everything. We have our own. We don't need to practice something somebody else has got and something somebody else is doing. We got our own, people. We got our own. We don't have to practice what everybody else is doing. So what does it say? You know what I'm saying? The Lord said he smote us. And how did he smote us? Alexa, Deuteronomy 28, verse 45. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28, verse 45.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:45 reads, Moreover all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenedst not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
That's what happened. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28, verse 46.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:46 reads, And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
These curses. These curses. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28, verse 47.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:47 reads, Because thou servedst not the Lord thy God with joyfulness, and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
because we serve not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and abundance and the want of all things. We want to go to the heathen for things. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 49. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 49.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:49 reads, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand."
So this is how we ended up in captivity, people. This is how we ended up in slavery, people. This is how we was on them plantations picking cotton, people. This is how we was, you know what I'm saying? We was RAPED, both male and women. This is how we was fed to alligators. This is how we was, you know what I'm saying? This is how we was them just destroyed. Demasculated. The man was demasculated. This is how. Why? Because the Lord said, and let me tell you something. So if you so brothers and sisters, so if you go and protest and you march and you know what I'm saying, like what Martin Luther King was doing, that was going against the Most High. That was going. That's how you know Martin Luther King was not no damn leader of the Lord. Because his agenda went totally against the Most High. If the Most High God said, let's read it again. Let's read it again, okay? I'm going to show you. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28, verse 49.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:49 reads, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand."
As swift as the eagle flieth. What is America's symbol bird? The eagle. What is Russia's symbol bird? The eagle. What is Spain's symbol bird? The eagle. What is the Greek symbol? It's the eagle. All of these are the Caucasian people that the Lord said that he was going to bring against us as swift as the eagle fly. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 49.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:49 reads, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand."
And what tongue is that? English. We don't know none. We never knew nothing about no damn English. We spoke Hebrew. We are Hebrews. And we spoke Hebrew fluently. They don't know nothing about no English. That's a nation whose tongue we shouldn't understand. Nor did we know anything about Spanish. We spoke Hebrew. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 48.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:48 reads, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee."
Bingo! This will debunk all of the other theories of all the other heathens who say, well, we're not the only ones that was in slavery. Yeah, but we was the only ones that had yokes of iron on our necks. We was the only ones that was treated like cattle with yokes of iron on our necks. Deuteronomy 28 verse 48 says he shall put a yoke of iron on our necks until we are destroyed. That yoke of iron is no longer around our necks. Why? Because our people no longer have to be forced to do the things that the Caucasians want them to do, because now they voluntarily do it. And when the Israelites, the priests and the prophets stand up and preach and tell them who they are, what's the first thing they do? The first thing they do is go against the priests and the prophets. Get away from here with that foolishness. You speaking hate speech. We got to love everybody. That's what our people do. That's the first thing they do. They go against everything that we preach. We preach that you are Israel. You say no, you are black. We preach that you're the Most High God's children. You say no, you are Christians. We preach for you to keep the law, statutes, commandments. You said no, you under grace. You can sin and be under grace at the same time. They no longer have to put yoke of iron on your necks no more. Because now you are a willing slave. You are a willing participant slave. They no longer have to put yokes of iron on your necks no more. Why did they put yokes of iron on our necks? Because that was to keep us in line. Now they don't have to keep us in line with yokes of iron, because now all of our people are willing slaves to do what it is that the agenda of the world got them doing. Alexa, Deuteronomy 28 verse 49.
According to the King James Bible, Deuteronomy 28:49 reads, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand."
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. This is what we've been through. This is us, people. You Negroes, Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Hondurans, El Salvadorians. You know what I'm saying? You are God's people. Yes, you are El Salvadorians. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, you God's people. El Salvadorians. Mexicans, you God's people. Mexicans, Hondurans, you God's people. Hondurans. You God's people. You are the Most High's people. Colombians, Panamanians, Hawaiians, Cubans, Colombians, Venezuelans, you God's people. Australians, you God's people. You know who are not God's people? Africans. They are not God's people. You know who are not God's people? Arabs. They are not God's people. You know who's not God's people? Chinese and Japanese. They are not God's people. You know who's not God's people? Edomites. They are not God's people. But you are God's people. You are the Most High's children. You are the precious people on planet Earth. And through all the things that our people have went through, suffering this slavery, suffering these curses out of the book of Deuteronomy, we are about to go back to Jerusalem. Yes, brothers and sisters, black people is about to rule Jerusalem. Black people is about to rule Jerusalem. Black people is about to rule Jerusalem, people. And we're going back. We're going back. You know what I'm saying? And this time that you are doing here in America is preparing you for Jerusalem. You are getting this word within you for Jerusalem. You're getting these laws, statutes, commandments within you for Jerusalem. You are rehearsing the righteous acts for Jerusalem. We got a holy day coming up, you know what I'm saying, in a couple of weeks, called the Feast of Dedication. You know what I'm saying? Is the day that we celebrate, you know what I'm saying, to take our temple back from the heathens. You know what I'm saying? So if you were smoking cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, take your temple back from them cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? If you was smoking crack, doing heroin, doing whatever type of drugs, take your temple back. Clean up your temple. You know what I'm saying? If you was committing adultery, clean up your temple. We got the holy day coming up, people. the Feast of Dedication. You know what I'm saying? Hope to see you guys, you know what I'm saying, on that Holy Week. You know what I'm saying? We're going to spend some time together on that Holy Week. We're going to discuss why we celebrate that Holy Week. Okay, let's go. We're going back to Jerusalem. This is Tea Talk, people. Now, to all you new people on YouTube, it's probably new to you guys over here on YouTube, yeah, because this Tea Talk is a Facebook thing. This is Tea Talk. It's what we do on Tea Talk. Well, I usually have a co-host, Sister Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? I got the flow. I got the flow. I can't be stopping and going. So if I have to do it just me and Alexa, then me and Alexa are going to have to do it. Anyway. Yeah, we're going back to Jerusalem. Black people is going to rule Jerusalem again. And let's hear it again. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 10.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:10 reads, And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
When we get to Jerusalem, we ain't working. Brothers and sisters, you don't have to lift a finger when you're in Jerusalem. Because the Arabs gonna work for you. Brothers and sisters, you won't have to lift a finger when you get to Jerusalem, because the Chinese gonna work for you. Brothers and sisters, you don't have to lift a finger when you get to Jerusalem, because the Edomites is going to work for you for 1,000 years, and then they will not exist. Ain't that something? They're going to work and work and work and work until they are non-existent. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, you know what I'm saying, a figment of your imagination to even think of something that looks Caucasian. I know it's impossible for you guys to see it. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to look like Donald Trump, that's going to be like a figment of your imagination. Because after the 1,000 years, they're going to cease to exist. They're gonna be like a rare specimen. They're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, wait a minute, look, I found this white man. They're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But before they cease to exist, we're gonna put them to work. They're gonna be working. Oh, they're gonna be working, working my fingers to the bone and the work. So they're gonna be working just as showing up is. You know what I'm saying? The beans don't burn in the kitchen. The green don't burn on the grill. They gonna be singing them old Negro spirituals. They gonna be singing honky spirituals. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no Negro spirituals. No more Negro spirituals. It's gonna be now called honky spirituals. And you're gonna see a bunch of white folks on your plantation speaking like, swing low, sweet chariot. They're gonna be singing them songs, people. They're gonna be singing them, singing. This is the sound of the man working on a chain gang. Yeah. That's what's gonna be. This is what it's going to be. So say the Lord, people. Let's go ahead and read it some more. Make sure this is Tea Talk, people. Make sure you guys hit them like buttons, people. Tap on those like buttons if you haven't done so already. Get us in those algorithms. Tap on those like buttons, people. Get us in the algorithms. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Oh yeah, we got the 24-hour prayer line number. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Prayer line number is 310-365-6816. 310-365-6816. This is your Tea Talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't usually do these Tea Talks often, but we done already did Daily Bread, so we can't do another Daily Bread until tomorrow. So I said, you know what I'm saying? Let me just turn this lesson into a Tea Talk. So it's a Tea Talk, people. It's a Tea Talk. Yeah, so the sons of strangers. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 10. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 10.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:10 reads, And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Who is considered kings in this earth, people? Donald Trump is considered a king. Minister means to serve. You know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump will be serving you. Elon Musk is considered a king in this world, right? Elon Musk will be serving you. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, Elon Musk, you know what I'm saying? Who else? You know what I'm saying? Benjamin Netanyahu, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be served. All of these so-called leaders that you see today, they're going to be brought very low to serve you. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 11.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:11 reads, Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
Yeah. Kings, maybe. Those slaves. There's going to be slaves in the kingdom, people. But instead of us being the slaves, it's going to be the kings of the other nations. The kings of the other nations we're gonna be selling them slaves 45, 55, 65, 65 sold. Benjamin Netanyahu. We got this perfectly good Ashkenazi Caucasian over here. How much you want for him? I give you 7 shekels. You know what I'm saying? If you take off the name Yahoo, I give you 8 shekels. Sons of slaves. Them slaves gonna be slaves in the kingdom. But instead, we ain't gonna be slaves. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the other nations. And I'm not telling you this is scripture. This is scripture, people. This is scripture. Hold on, let me see. Alexa, Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11. Alexa, Alexa, stop. Okay. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 11.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:11 reads, Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
So you know we're working for, you know what I'm saying? When we get in there, we're gonna be ruling. We got nations to rule over. That's our work. That's going to be our work. We're going to be, you know what I'm saying, like the foremen, you know what I'm saying, telling the other nations what to do. And this is why this is why they are consulting together against you, Negroes, Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. This is why. Because they know that you are going to be ruling over them. This is facts, people. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 12.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:12 reads, For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Yeah. For the nations and kingdoms that decide that they is not going to serve you or be your slave, they shall perish. They shall utterly be destroyed. So now do you see why? Now do you see why Trump is doing this? Now do you see why, you know what I'm saying, all the other nations don't give a damn about you? Now do you see why? Because they know their future. They know the Arabs. Why did the Arabs is all in your community with bodegas, you know what I'm saying, selling you $1.50 Lucy's and you know what I'm saying, and what else? You know what I'm saying, malt liquor and all that other garbage in them bodegas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yet they will not tell you who you are. Do you see why now? Because you're gonna rule over them. And you're gonna tell them that they are not gonna be able to worship no rocks. Ain't gonna be no rock worshiping, you know what I'm saying, with us ruling. They ain't gonna be worshiping no rocks. They ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be doing none of that garbage. None of the garbage that they doing now, they ain't gonna be doing none of that. Now you see why? Now you see why the Chinese people come over here and they constantly give you 5 chicken wings and some dirty rice? Now you see why? And they won't tell you who you are. Now you see why? Because they know their destiny. They know that you was born to rule. Let's see. There was 12. Alexa, Isaiah 60 verse 13.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:13 reads, "The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious."
Oh, praises. The place of my feet glorious. Because what the Lord says, heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. The place of my feet glorious. Let me see. That was 13. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 14.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:14 reads, "The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee, the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel."
All of them that afflicted you is going to praise the Most High God higher, and they are going to worship at your feet. All of them that afflicted you, and all of them that hated you, and all of them that despise you are going to love you. They're going to love you by force. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying, manipulate you to love us. We don't have to scam or flim-flam you to love us. Because at the end of the day, when we in Jerusalem, you ain't gonna have no choice but to love us. You don't have no choice but to love us. Either you love us or you get unalive. Either or. Well, which one? Which one you want? You know what I'm saying? So it's a one-way street here. You know what I'm saying? When we get in Jerusalem, people, it's a one-way street. Those that don't love you will get the sword. It's a one-way street, people. It's a one-way street. Have you ever thought that the Most High God loved you that much that He would have the holy nations to worship at your feet? Oh, praises be to the Most High. Oh, praises be to the Most High. I'm going to see, that's verse 14. I'm going to go verse 15. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 15. Alexa, Isaiah 60, verse 15.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 60:15 reads, "Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations."
Yeah. Nobody want, in these days and time, don't nobody want to be around black folks. But the Most High God said, you know what I'm saying, in times, nobody wanted to be around you. Nobody wants you in their neighborhood. Nobody wants you around them. Now you are going to be the glory of the world. This is we. Black people is going to rule Jerusalem, people. Black people going to rule Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be no Hamites over there. There's going to be no Edomites over there. There's going to be no Arabs over there. If there is, they're going to be, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be using, hold on, let me see. Alexa, give me the definition of a HOE.
As a noun, hoe can have a couple meanings. 1. A long-handled implement having a thin, flat blade usually set transversely, used to break up the surface of the ground, destroy weeds, etc. 2. Any of various implements of similar form, as for mixing plaster or mortar.
That's what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna know how to use a hoe. I mean, you know what that is. That's a garden tool. That's a garden tool, people. They're gonna learn how to use a hoe. HOE, a garden tool. They're gonna learn how to use that. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the, you know what I'm saying? They got to till the ground. You know what I'm saying? We want a perfect harvest every year, don't you? On your field, don't you want a perfect harvest every year? You know what I'm saying? And if your harvest don't produce that perfect harvest every year, then we are going to, you know what I'm saying, say, listen, this is not acceptable. Arabs, Arabs, this is not acceptable, Arabs. I don't care what you do on your own spare time, but when you get on my plantation, you ought to work, work, work my fingers to the bone, work, work. That's what they gonna be doing, working. You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem. Black people ruling Jerusalem. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:55 p.m.
Black people ruling Jerusalem, people. That is how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But we've been through hell for damn near 400 years. For 400. Alexa, Acts 7 verse 6.
According to the King James Bible, Acts 7:6 reads, And God spake on this wise, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land, and that they should bring them into bondage, and entreat them evil 400 years.
That his seed, the Most High God's seed, Israel, shall sojourn in a strange land, America, and shall be in bondage for 400 years. This is not physical Egypt, people, because as you know, physical Egypt, we was in physical Egypt for 430 years. This is another Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt. This is America. Alexa, Acts 7 verse 6.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, Acts 7 verse 6.
Messenger call.
According to the King James Bible, Acts 7:6 reads, And God spake on this wise, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land, and that they should bring them into bondage, and entreat them evil 400 years.
Hello? Alexa, Acts 7 verse 6.
According to the King James Bible, Acts 7:6 reads, And God spake on this wise, that his seed should sojourn in a strange land, and that they should bring them into bondage, and entreat them evil 400 years.
His seed shall sojourn in a strange land, and we shall be in bondage, and we shall be entreated for 400 years. Alexa, Acts 7 verse 7.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, Acts 7 verse 7.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
7 6 7 7. Alexa, Acts 7 verse 7.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, Acts 7 verse 7.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, Acts 7 verse 6.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
Are
that.
you serious? Alexa, Acts 7 verse 7.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 7:58 p.m.
Alexa, Acts 7 verse 7.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
Are
that.
you serious? Alexa, Acts 7 verse 6.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Let me see. Alexa, ACTS 7 verse 7.
According to the King James Bible, Acts 7:7 reads, And the nation to whom they shall be in bondage will I judge, said God, and after that shall they come forth, and serve me in this place.
And the nation who we shall serve bondage to, the Lord is going to judge, and we will come out and serve the Lord in Jerusalem. And this is why we are in the last days. We're in those days, people. We are in those days. And the powers that should not be, the other nations know it. That's why you see the things going on in the earth, the reason why it's going on. They know Christ coming back. They're looking at the sky. They're looking at three-eye atlases and all this other stuff. They know it. They know the children of Israel is about to come up out of this thing. They know it. And black people will rule Jerusalem once again. All praises be to the Most High. All praises be to the Most High. This has been your Tea Talk, people. This has been your Tea Talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, people. Tap on that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Turn your subscribe button. Turn your notification bell. Tap on them like buttons if you ain't tapped on them yet. Get us in those algorithms, people. Tap on those like buttons if you haven't did that yet. What else we got? Don't forget we have a 24-hour prayer line number. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The 24-hour prayer line number is 310-365-6816. 310-365-6816. What else we got? We got Tea Talk tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss out on that. As well as the Bible study broadcast tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. to 10 o'clock. Bible study class from 6 p.m. to 10 o'clock. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow night. You don't want to miss out on that. I'm your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. Make sure you guys tap on them like button, people. Tap on those like buttons. Get us in those algorithms. Get us in those algorithms. Tap on them like buttons, people. I'll wrap that up. Once again, people, black people will rule Jerusalem. We going back to Jerusalem. We're going back to Jerusalem. Jerusalem, people. Jerusalem. We're going back to Jerusalem, people. That's where we going. All right. I'll wrap that up. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow evening on the main line. Oh, praises be to the most. Praises. Make sure you guys hit them like buttons, people. Hit those like buttons if you haven't done so already.